Now we're going to learn one of the most classic rock and roll patterns. This pattern, well, it dates back to the 40s, but it really became popular in the 50s with people like Chuck Berry, Elvis, and just moved on up through the decades. Every rock and roll, country guitarist uses this pattern. So we call it a boogie pattern. And let's start by learning, a chord. We're going to call this an A power chord. In your music, it's written as A5. Same thing, A5, A power chord, same thing. It's the open A string, first finger, second fret of the 4th string, and that's all. It's a 2-note chord. So we're going to avoid the 6th, and we don't play the top 4. In fact, I'm going to let my finger mute them. So that's A5. Now, keeping your first finger down where it is on the 2nd fret, do not lift it. Place your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string. That's an A6. Now, the way this pattern works is like this. So the whole thing about the pattern is to alternate between the 5 and the 6. Usually in 8th notes, well, almost always in 8th notes. Right now I'm using all downstrokes. And I'm muting the strings a little bit to give it a little bit more percussion. If I don't mute them, if I do, and I'm muting with the palm of my right hand right down here at the bridge. These patterns can be played straight as straight 8th notes or shuffle. That's the long, short, long, short. Now, to play a full blues progression, we need to essentially transpose this pattern to 2 other chords. Here it is in A. Now we're going to move it to D. Just move the whole pattern to the 4th and 3rd strings. The 4th string is open. 1st string is at the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Is that what I said? That's a D5. Just like the A5, but on the next 2 strings. Now holding your 1st finger down, put your 3rd finger down on the 4th fret. There's the D6. So the alternating pattern for the D chord is. And if we shuffle it, one more. We're going to transfer it to E. All we have to do is drop it all the way to the lowest 2 strings. Open E, 2nd fret on the 5th string. That's E5. 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 5th string. That's E6, the pattern. Of course, I'm shuffling it there. Here it is straight. So to review, here it is in E. It's the bottom 2 strings. Here it is over A. It's the next 2 strings. And finally, here it is in D on the 4th and 3rd strings. The next song, we're going to put that all together into a 12-bar blues progression. It's a 12-measure blues progression. You hear that term a lot, though, 12-bar, because it's so standard. So we're going to do a 12-bar blues progression using those patterns. This example is going to be with a straight rhythm. But as you practice this, remember to practice it both ways, straight and shuffle. Let's try it out.